rank
Ever?
of this year? It's the best movie that came out.
I think it was Come On for me, but it's very recent, so can't say for sure. But that's what I would say. It really, because as a filmmaker, I've thought about why there is a reason to make films, you know? And I want to make something that captures, like, human life, that people can watch back later and, you know, see how people acted and what people did and, like, you know, different things about life and learn about life. And I thought that movie really just completely did that perfectly. Like, you could watch that in 30 years and see how, you know, people of today treated their kids and, you know, different things that were going on today, different problems, struggles. Dune was good. Dune was good. What'd you think of Dune?
I very much liked it. Everybody thinks Dune's boring.
Really?
But yeah, everybody thinks it's just boring, and I mean, it's a part one movie, and everybody kind of has a problem with that they just feel the whole movie's kind of set up. But I think it's cool. I mean, it looks... Martin, you are goddamn distracting with it. Stay... No, this is like an interview, bro. You don't need to stop shooting through the books.
I don't necessarily feel... I never felt like it was a setup movie. Because I didn't know. I didn't really... Well, I knew there was a second part, but, you know, I didn't know the story, so... It was the first time seeing all that.
Mm-hmm.
So it felt like, you know, just an interesting story, just half of it, and you see the other half later.
Yeah, I didn't really have a problem with it, but, I mean, the visuals are crazy in that movie. I mean, yo, shut up.
Visuals are great. What I liked about the visuals is that it felt like what the new Star Wars movies should have looked like.
I mean, Denis
Or, you know,
Villeneuve,
like, it took, like, the same effects that the new Star Wars movies had, but, you know, it was a better movie.
Denis Villeneuve, I mean, he's a crazy filmmaker. You saw 2049 Blade Runner, right? I mean, he made
Half of it.
I mean, he made that. All his visuals look crazy. The ornithopters in the movie, they're real. Like the dragonfly helicopter things, the wings aren't real, but like they built those giant like actual things, and they had them in the desert like swooping down and everything. Like, it's crazy.
I really think just having practical effects in a movie just makes it so much better.
Dude, the design of like everything in that movie looks so crazy. I mean, the buildings, the architecture of all the buildings, the way each different army has like a different specific look to them, like the Sardaukar versus the Harkonnens versus the Atreides. It's crazy stuff.
Nobody.
Do
What
you
was
remember?
Nobody?
It was with.
Oh,
yes,
yeah,
we saw
that.
That was funny. I think I fell asleep during
like
it,
that.
but I just remember
It was me, you, and Matt who saw it for no reason.
He was just beating.
Matt
shit
really
out of
just
it.
wanted to see it.
Yeah.
He saw Breaking Bad, and he was like, "Wow."
Bob Odenkirk. He wanted to see Saul just killing people. Sal.
It wasn't a bad movie.
That wasn't a bad movie.
I can't
remember anything.
I didn't even remember that I saw it. So
I don't like. What was the plot? Like I know it was like
he's
a John Wick type thing.
Yeah,
right?
he's like an ex-CIA something ex-guy, and then he's like some people after him, and he's like, "Gotta take him out."
Yeah, I barely remember that movie.
What about what is it? Don't Look Up.
Oh my, Dan, have you watched Don't Look Up yet?
The President of the United States is fucking lying! I'm a Fire Puma 142 on Twitch. You game?
Don't Look Up.
my God.
Fantastic. Well, fantastic in a very weird way.
A
Like,
lot of people don't like Don't Look Up.
yeah, I mean, it's not. It's like the whole movie is just on the nose.
Yeah,
like
very
the
much.
metaphor is just fucking smacked over your brain. Like,
I saw a tweet that said it was like quote tweeting like a thing about like wildfires, and it said somewhere in these wildfires there's a newspaper with a review for Don't Look Up that says too much on the nose, didn't like.
but like also, I like that film a lot because it did what I was saying earlier, where you could watch it, 30 years from now and see what the problems were of today and different things, and it's about a problem though, right? Like the idea for it is really interesting, but some of the execution wasn't too good.
Yeah, I mean,
there's so many good actors in it, and
Yeah.
they're playing like the most weird characters.
I feel like all of them played characters pretty well. I think the problem was them
It was
together.
just weird.
It was
though.
kind of weird.
It just felt very weird.
And then I mean, for a lot of people, I was reading just like the comedy just didn't stick for them. Like it didn't land for them. And I thought it was pretty
think
funny.
some of it was like really just stupid comedy, just not good. But I thought Jonah Hill.
Yeah, of course,
hilarious.
Jonah Hill's great.
But he was hilarious, dude. You didn't see House of Gucci?
No, I haven't yet. I want to, but I mean,
You saw Shang-Chi?
I didn't. The only Marvel movie that I saw this year was Spider-Man.
Okay, we could talk about that.
Yeah, Spider-Man was good. I mean,
It's good, but it's like I watched.
Did you see King Richard? I saw King Richard.
This is really not necessary.
Hold on. You want to check on the kids? Let's check on the kids.
I've said this to many people before. I love Will Smith, but his recent actions, the recent things he's been saying in these interviews, it's not good, man. Will Smith, he's opening up too much, and he's it's making me sad. But King Richard was pretty good. He did a pretty good job. I liked it. It was long though. It was too long, but he almost killed somebody. Oh yeah, you told me about that. He almost shot somebody. That was fucked up, bro.
Do you know who I am?
Yeah.
Do you know who my girlfriend is?
Barbara Streisand?
Barbara Streisand.
Sand.
Sand, yeah, like sands, like the ocean, like
Barbara
beaches.
Streisand?
Licorice Pizza.
Are we gonna talk about that?
Yes.
We're gonna get to that now. All right.
Come on, man. What
the
the
best-
fuck was that shit, bro?
This is probably the best movie of the year.
What?
I
If
think
you
it-
take all that shit out of there, it's like an interesting artsy movie, but still, it leaves you feeling
That's the movie that you want to make about. He made it about the San Fernando Valley.
but not really. Like, it doesn't. I don't get a capture feeling from like the waterbed business. Like, I don't know. I've never even heard of that shit. You know?
Never heard of waterbed?
No, but you mean like, if you're trying to capture a town's feel, I just feel like it was just such a random and weird plot.
I do always find it weird when
They could have done it a lot better. I like the idea, like you said. That's what I want to do. I like the idea, like capturing a place in time, but the way he did it, it just makes it feel so like nothing happens. Like you watch a 2-hour movie and nothing happens. It's just
I kind of like movies like different. And
Watch There Will Be Blood, and then
Yeah,
watch
watch-
Licorice Pizza,
watch
and you're
There
gonna
Will
be
Be-
like, what? That's the same guy?
director that did that.
Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Very versatile director. You got to give it to.
Yeah. Maybe over time this movie will feel better, but it's just really the fact that that
The age
had to
difference
make
thing, yeah,
like,
it's-
why did he have to do that? I guess I get it.
I think it's
of the
it's,
time.
I think I really think he did that to really portray the 70s aspect
I know,
of it,
I
but
get
like
it.
it's still so weird. The French Dispatch. That's
cool.
actually probably my movie of the year.
All right. The French Dispatch is like what Licorice Pizza kind of did, but better.
How
Because it's like trying to capture something in real life with a fictional story, and I think it just did it better. It's definitely different
it's
in
the
many different ways, but you know what I mean.
it's Wes Anderson's most like out there movie, and it's even out there for him. People that watch and like Wes Anderson
Matt.
movie are even like, yeah, that was something different from Wes Anderson. Because the whole movie, first of all, there's no main character. There's not a single main character in that movie. Bill Murray is in the movie for like 10 minutes,
He's just like,
and then he dies.
let's write a story, guys.
It was like every shot, basically, there was something new he was trying. Like when I was watching it, and the fact that in the same shot, it turned from black and white to color the first time when it pans over in the jail, and
Yeah, I
the
like
door
that.
closes, turns to color. I was like, this is.
Wait,
gonna
let me
be-
explain. So, the night before I saw The French Dispatch, I saw James Bond, No Time to Die, which has the girl who's naked in that scene.
Leah Seydoux
Yeah.
or something like
She
that.
is in. She's like the main woman in James Bond. She's supposed to be all sexy in it, you know. It's like James Bond. And I'm watching that. I'm like, yeah, she's good looking. Next night, I see The French Dispatch, and I'm like, wow, there she is naked,
I've never seen a James Bond movie. Not a single one.
dude.
The French Dispatch was the movie of the year. That's my number one. I'm gonna say it now. The Grand Budapest Hotel was my favorite Wes Anderson movie, and I think The French Dispatch just went on top of it.
What about Dave Chappelle's stand-up this year?
Dave,
I thought
listen,
it was
bro.
funny, man. I fucking
Dave
laughed
Dave
my
has
ass
done
off.
so much better.
That shit was horrible.
You thought it was
That
horrible?
shit was horrible.
Why?
That was horrible. That was like
Just
that
because,
was-
like, the comments?
Dave Chappelle was.
Bro, for
He was
Dave
out of
Chappelle,
pocket.
for Dave
He was
Chappelle's,
just out of pocket
not even,
for
bro,
making
for
that.
Dave Chappelle's standards, bro, the comedy just wasn't up to par. I
I
don't
thought the
think.
comedy was great.
No,
It's just
it
what
was
he's
not.
talking about.
Like he claims he's one of the goats, and he is one of the goats. And
Stop
that is
talking.
just not one of the goats.
Man, I really thought that was.
Stand-ups.
I really thought it was funny. Like, a lot of the bits in that
He
were.
was just complaining about gay people for 80% of it.
Yeah, but it's like, you know, it's
Like,
Dave
that
Chappelle.
was
It's
what-
Dave Chappelle, so he makes
Yeah,
it
but
funny.
I don't know, bro.
That's why I
It's-
liked
it.
it.
Gets to a
It
point.
got old.
Yeah, got
Wasn't-
on.
It just wasn't as good. And
I
some
don't,
of it
me
just
personally,
wasn't
I don't
good.
even like Dave Chappelle that much. I don't think he's that good.
no, I think he is. I think he is.
He's,
But
he just
no.
makes so many jokes about racism. Do you feel the same way? I feel like just Dave Chappelle's, a lot of his comedy is just the difference between white and black
Yeah.
people. Salt shaker.
Salt shake.
Yeah.
That's what Dave is, salty.
Yeah, why is he so mad at these people? You know, like, what did they do to him?
Because they,
Yeah,
they
I
tried
understand.
to cancel him.
No, it's the whole thing was about how they're taking away from BLM movement.
And that's just the most ridiculous.
I don't think it's
something
true
like
at
that.
all. Yeah, it's funny, but it's not true.
And they make this like gay and trans like shit, like just to be white people shit. And he like doesn't mention the fact that there are black people who also fall into those groups. And
Yeah.
they're doubly in jeopardy.
Yeah,
Like he just doesn't fucking talk about it. And some of it was not a joke. Like,
you know, I'll do a whole comedy bit about gay people, but if I want to talk about Black Lives Matter, I can't do a comedy bit. Gotta be like serious.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But I'm not the one to talk about it because I'm not gay or black. So